The benefits of clinical trial participation are endless. Everything we do in medicine is based upon clinical trial participation. So when a patient comes into a doctor's office and she or he asks for, what's the best treatment for me? We're able to give them an honest answer based upon a clinical trial that was performed in the past. Sadly, the rate of cooperation in clinical trials across the United States is exceptionally poor. On average, less than 1% of adult cancer patients currently go on a clinical trial. Anything above 4% is considered above standard. When you look at all patients that go on clinical trials here at First Health, we have constantly exceeded that mark with numbers ranging between 6 to 10% over the past 5 years.
First Health really shows the community that we are not some small hospital, right? We might be smaller in size, but we're big in ambition. And we have the opportunities available to them right here in Pinehurst at First Health so that they don't have to go to a larger academic center.
We have some of the same trials that are offered in those larger facilities. We have a lot of trials that are being done first right here in Pinehurst, first in the country and first in the world. And that's a surprise to some people.
So we've been able to not only do really cutting edge cool things, but also kind of change the standard of care for patients that have cancer. Who wants to have an injection every day if they can take a pill, right? That's why we're really happy to be able to be a part of that kind of trial that can, help the patients while they're here, but also be able to help those patients in the future.
Although we've made tremendous advances in the treatment of cancer over the past number of years and even the past decades, we have such a long way to go. And the way of advancing the science and doing better is through ongoing clinical trial participation. However, we're running into a glass ceiling for clinical trial participation and the number of trials that we can open here due to limitations of physical space and in terms of limitations of staff. When a site is considered for a clinical trial, you undergo an interview process. They will send representatives that interview you, your staff, and examine your cancer center to make sure you have the capabilities and capacities to successfully run a trial. Unfortunately, because of our lack of space, sometimes we can't put our best foot forward. Often we're having to use exam rooms, lunch rooms, sometimes even storage closets to have some of these audits take place. Not a particularly good look for a growing cancer center.
We currently are spread around campus at First Health. We are using mobile carts and rolling from place to place to go to our patient appointments, to make everything happen that needs to happen for a clinical trial. Having everything under one roof for cancer services would be a huge benefit for our patients. We could be more productive and we would be there for them.
I think having a new comprehensive cancer center will be beneficial to our clinical trial program because it will show to the outside world, it will show to our NCI partners, it will show to the cooperative groups that Pinehurst and that Moore County is serious in their approach to cancer and that we are willing to invest in the infrastructure that's necessary to run a successful clinical trial program.
Having a comprehensive cancer center would put all of oncology services under one roof, which for us would also be good in that the clinical trials will be together with the patients and the physicians. Medical oncologists and radiation oncologists will be in the same building. For patients, that's going to be huge, especially when patients are having chemotherapy and radiation on the same day.
Hi, how are you today?
It'll also, I think, kind of unify oncology services because right now we're a little disjointed. We're all over campus. We will be able to be together and know each other as people as opposed to just a voice on the other side of the line.
I really hope that with the new Comprehensive Cancer Center, we're able to continue our growth in the clinical trial research program. I want more patients on clinical trials. I want us to be able to offer more trials to the patients in our community. I want to make improvements in the treatment of cancer. I want First Health to be a part of the solution.